Hi, my name's Louisa. I'm a third-year PhD student at the University of Manchester, and my virtual poster today is all about a paper I wrote with Mike Garrett and Andrew Siemon about simulating the stellar bycatch. This work follows on from a paper by Soka et al. In 2020, which suggested that SETI observations don't just target an individual star per pointing, but in fact capture a background and peripheral stars within the field of view, or the stellar bycatch. So we can use astrometric catalogues such as Gaia to estimate the stellar bycatch, but this is subject to limitations. For example, the magnitude limits, astrometric uncertainties, and confusion in densely populated regions. Therefore, we propose the advantages of using galactic synthesis models to simulate the full extent of the stellar bycatch. To demonstrate, we replicate the breakthrough lesson Enriquez price survey, simulating the stellar bycatch using the Besançon Galactic Model for 1,229 unique pointings. Soka found 288,000 stars using Gaia DR2. We simulate stars up to 25 kiloparsecs with no restriction on magnitude and find 6,182,000 stars for the same number of pointings. We find three predominant advantages to this approach. The first being that this improves on the transmitter rate placed, especially at high minimum equivalent isotropic radiated powers. And this challenges the parameter space we'd previously thought was unexplored by this survey. Second, this simulated stellar bycatch represents a truer representation of the diversity of stellar objects captured within the integrated power spectrum for the Technosignatures survey conducted, which you can see in Figure 3 on the HI diagram. And then finally, SETI surveys place limits on the prevalence of extraterrestrial intelligence, even with a null detection, which we can constrain further with statistical models. We hope that this technique can be used to place limits on both current and future SETI surveys. So we've written a simple calculator on GitHub. So for a user that inputs any pointing direction and their field of view, they will be able to run Besançon Galactic Model simulations and place the limits that we do in the paper. If you want to read the paper or see more of my work, please scan the QR code. But this work has highlighted that SETI surveys are much less anthropogenically centred than often suggested, and we capture a diverse and broad stellar population within each pointing using simulation-based models. Thank you.